Greetings, wise ones. Can you imagine ruining your career as an actor in just a few seconds? Being famous and loved by millions of people, only then to be hated by billions after a simple slap to Chris Rock? If you're a wise guy like us, subscribe to this channel right now. Your life will certainly not be ruined. Leave your like for more videos like this one, and without further ado, let the show begin. Amber Heard. Empowered, beautiful, always in demand and linked to superstars like Elon Musk or Johnny Depp, this blonde actress was at the top at the right age at the right time. But because of her eagerness to humiliate the interpreter of Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, because of her desire to see him sink into misery and fail simply because she couldn't stand him, she ended up sinking her beautiful image and trashing her reputation as an actress. We all know what happened in the trial of the decade between Johnny and Amber, and although Depp had to pay her huge amounts of money, and Heard can obviously live very comfortably for years to come, in professional terms, her career as a popular and beloved actress is well and truly over. No one wants to work with someone who sued someone else simply because she wanted to be above them. No one wants to work with a harpy who was looking solely and exclusively for huge amounts of money in order to step on and humiliate others. And no production company wants to risk losing hundreds of millions of dollars to have her admittedly beautiful face on a poster when there are hundreds of younger and more beautiful actresses willing to do it for less. Amber, your movie career has only one direction. Unless, of course, you're willing to pull a Harvey Weinstein. But even then, dear girl, I doubt that some dinosaur producer will even want to buy you dinner if you're going to go and tell all on some tabloid show afterwards. Kevin Spacey. What a sorry way to tarnish your name forever after being the star of such cinematic hits as The Usual Suspects, American Beauty, or Seven. And then, of course, he was at his best on television, touching people's hearts with his role as Frank Underwood in the legendary House of Cards series. The winner of 2 Oscars and a Golden Globe was one of the most beloved personalities in Hollywood. But then we discovered that he had a very dark hidden side. Extremely dark indeed. He ended up coming out of the closet in the most tragic way possible, receiving multiple allegations of abuse in the United States and the United Kingdom, where he still has 5 pending lawsuits that he will have to settle. Some of these lawsuits he has won, but let's face it, no one who travels on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet can be considered a stand-up guy. Spacey might be one of the best actors of all time, but his image, whether innocent or guilty, has been already forever tarnished as a usual suspect of less than recommendable environments. Ezra Miller. The actor who plays The Flash is one of the fastest sinking personalities in career terms, and at only 30 years of age. In fact, lawyers are asking for 26 years in prison for the man. A man who had found the affection and respect of actors and audiences for his work in the last decade. After several minor run-ins, Miller's career began to fall apart when, in April 2020, a video was leaked in which he strangled a woman in Iceland. Images that we obviously cannot show you because of YouTube's sensitivity to these acts. Still, he defended himself, saying it had all been a misunderstanding, a joke that went too far, that's all. Until in 2022, he literally went crazy, sending intimidating messages on social networks, publicly harassing people who were simply singing karaoke, harassing couples, assaulting women with chairs. He was totally out of control. Allegedly corrupting minors, burglarizing homes, and then there was an infinite series of crimes that would land him in jail if he wasn't a rich young billionaire. He has already been marked forever, and we wouldn't be surprised if he were to be totally cancelled very, very soon. Jennifer Grey. This mythical actress of the 80s was especially well known for her role as a dancing damsel in the legendary film Dirty Dancing, where she appeared with the actor who's idolized and hopefully resting in heaven with the angels, Patrick Swayze. Yes, the brunette who performed spectacular pirouettes in the air and danced like the legendary Black Swan extinguished her success very soon afterwards. And she becomes Johnny Depp's second partner to appear on this list. But no, Jennifer Grey is not a horrible person like Amber Heard. Her misstep concerned the #1 celebrity grabbers, the aesthetic clinics. Grey was obsessed with her nose, which, let's face it, gave her a great personality and was part of her natural charm. She herself said that she went in for surgery as a celebrity and came out completely anonymous. She may have felt prettier, but no producer in Hollywood would recognize her now. Her life had changed forever. And although she had roles in relatively successful movies and in very popular TV series such as Friends or House, they were always relatively minor roles, and she was no longer the star she had been in her time. My friends, love yourselves. Respect yourselves as you are, and only have surgery if you are 100% sure of what you want to do. Let us know in the comments if you would operate on any part of your body. We'll read them all. Wesley Snipes. Oh, Blade. The mythical cult film for lovers of action movies and legendary Spanish actor Santiago Segura. Its protagonist was this martial arts expert and oh-so-charismatic actor who made piles of banknotes simply by weight of his presence in front of the cameras. People adored the new superhero who shone alongside Guillermo del Toro and even brought a terrifying touch to his films with his serious and intimidating looks. But off-camera, the millionaire Snipes had a totally different personality with a really shady side. A weed lover in the purest Snoop Dogg style, he responded rudely to his co-stars and even refused to perform such simple acts as opening his eyes in a scene simply because he didn't want to. However, when his career petered out, well, it was all about greed, for he had been evading taxes, just like the big YouTubers do by moving to tax havens and avoiding paying money in their home countries. Wesley ended up in jail for 3 years, and evidently many doors were closed to him in the film industry. Always such a neat and dignified trade, isn't it? Even though it's full of drug addicts and has been since time immemorial. Only Wesley's friend Eddie Murphy has helped to pull him out of mediocrity by giving him some fun supporting roles in his most recent films. But even so, the problems he's had with other production companies mean that he could soon go back to prison. Jonathan Majors, the actor who starred in The Last Black Man in San Francisco, dominated in the latest Creed movie, and played Atticus Freeman in the Lovecraft Country series. He was 33 years old and at the peak of his professional career. Michael B. Jordan's rival in the ring suddenly lost the superstar aura, thanks to continuous allegations from multiple women who claim to have been beaten by this great actor. The villain of the Ant-Man movie has lost numerous roles since his arrest, including the Otis Redding biopic or the starring role in The Man in My Basement. And in addition, many sponsors have turned their backs on him, as if he were a dirty, stinking rotter. Majors is confident that he's the new Johnny Depp and that the whistleblowers are simply nutcases. But even the Marvel superhero universe itself is considering whether they should continue counting on Jonathan for its upcoming films. His future is in danger, and as he is guilty in this feminist universe, it's very clear what his role will be in the future. That of making YouTube videos talking about celebrities like the wise men who are part of this great family. If you want to join him, subscribe. It's free. And friends, we'll see you in the next show.